Hi everybody, welcome back. Tony again here with Shinsho Yoga. And for this week's video, let's talk more again about repeating numbers. And this week we're going to talk about 4444 or 444, however you see it there. As always, if you haven't watched the first video I have on this, it'll explain more about the concept of it. But we're just going to go right into talking about the numbers for these. So 444 is one I've actually over the years struggled a little bit with, and it wasn't until the past year that I really found anything that meant to me. I would see this, and still do, on a regular basis at certain times. Again, we see these numbers at different times in our life depending on what we're going through, this communication from the universe. And the explanations that I found for it never made any sense to me. And it wasn't till in the past year where I was able to extrapolate from different ones and then feel it out for myself of what it means. So the places that I had used for it, this was one of the explanations. It said, thousands of angels surround you at this moment, loving and supporting you. You have a very strong and clear connection with the angelic realm. You are an earth angel yourself. You have nothing to fear, all is well. Most of that doesn't speak to me at all, right? Doesn't resonate. Doesn't vibe, right? Doesn't jive. But the last part, you have nothing to fear, all is well, kind of vibed. And then another one I'd found said, for 444, you're on the right path, which I was like, well, isn't that what 222 is, right? This and that. And through more looking at things and researching it and feeling it out, for me, what 444 means is trust your instincts, trust your gut, and more importantly, don't second guess yourself. Something I've done a majority of my life. I go to do something and I go, but what about, or maybe I should have done this, or I'll go do this, and then if I get time to think about it, which is always dangerous, well, maybe I should do it this way. Overthinking was a big problem for a lot of my life. I don't do that so much anymore. I trust my instincts. I trust my gut. And that's what 444 is telling you. Telling me. If you're watching this, it might be telling you that too. Right? Don't second guess yourself. Trust your instinct. Trust your gut. Right? All is well. You're going the right way. You've made the correct decisions. That's what's even more important for me. When I see this now, when I initially started seeing repeating numbers, it was kind of random in that I really didn't know. I would see just lots of different ones at different times, and I didn't know what to attach them to, for lack of a better term, right? It's not really attaching to it, but I don't know what else to call it. What does it mean, right? What does this mean? Things over time have now become a little more succinct, that when I see certain numbers and there are certain situation or energies around that time, I know that those numbers coordinate, that message, that communication from the universe correlates to that time, to that energy. And it is telling me that to trust your gut, trust your instinct, and most importantly, don't second guess yourself. Right? Now, to get to a point in your life where you don't second guess yourself and you can trust your gut and trust your instincts, right? That takes work, right? Once again, it's going to come back to the work on our mat and on our cushion, right? Taking our consistent time in our yoga practice and our consistent time in our meditation practice, which is always challenging, right? I struggle with it myself, making a consistent practice of what I do, because I'll get off like anyone else where I'll be like, I don't want to do any more yoga today. I just had to teach a class or whatever it was. Or I don't want to sit and meditate right now. I'll do it later, right? But it takes that work, that consistent work, to align with the universe, to align with your path, right? And to be present in the moment, so we're out of here and we're feeling what's going on. We're not being stuck in the past with, thoughts of the past and being pulled into depression, and we're not being stuck in thoughts of the future and being pulled into anxiety. We're right here in the present moment. Breathing. And then something comes up and You're unsure about it, and then next thing I know, you see 444. Don't second guess yourself. Trust your instincts. Trust those feelings. That's what that means to me. Again, with all of these, the communication is going to be different between all people. It's going to be subtlety. These are generalities, right? That you're going to have to feel out and see what works best for you. Again, yoga and meditation are the ones that help with that. But for me, it means don't second guess yourself. Trust your instincts. They're correct. So if you're seeing 444 or 4444 and you're here, maybe that means the same thing to you. As always, breathe, follow your breath, let your thoughts arise, pass by, and return to your breath over and over. And just stay present in the moment. And all these things will be revealed to you. Just be present in the moment. That's all for this week's video. Thanks again for watching. Namaste.